Every conversation felt like a dead end, just this frustrating loop of forgotten words and a distance that kept growing. I'd ask about his day, and he'd ask me the same exact question 3 times in 5 minutes, and each time a little piece of my heart would just break. I honestly thought our story was over, but what if I told you there's a secret to unlocking their memories and finding your way back to each other? That feeling of losing someone who's still right there in front of you. It's one of the hardest parts of being a dementia caregiver. It is a unique kind of loneliness, like you're standing on opposite sides of a wall of confusion. The person you've shared your whole life with is there, but that connection you've always counted on just feels like it's slipping away. All the laughter, the shared glances, the easy rhythm of a life you've lived together, it all gets lost in the struggle just to communicate. I was so focused on trying to pull him back into my world, trying to get him to remember the facts of our life, that I was just making everything worse. Our talks would end with him getting agitated and me in tears. It felt completely hopeless. But then I stumbled onto something that changed everything. The secret wasn't about him having a better memory, it was about me telling a better story. I learned that while dementia can make recent memories and facts really hard to get to, the parts of the brain that hold on to those deep, emotional, long-term memories often stay surprisingly strong. I had been testing his memory without even realizing it, creating all this pressure and anxiety. The real turning point came when I stopped trying to force him to remember and instead learned to join him in the memories he could still reach. This is the secret storytelling method, and it's a lot simpler than you might think. It really just breaks down into 3 easy steps. First, start with a sensory prompt, not a question. Instead of asking, "Do you remember our trip to the beach?" which can feel like a pop quiz, just place an old photograph of that trip in their hands, or play a favorite song from that time. Let the prompt do the heavy lifting. The goal is to spark a feeling, not to demand a fact. Second, ask beautiful questions. Once they're holding the photo or hearing the song, instead of asking, "Where was this?" ask something open-ended and full of wonder. Try something like, "That looks like it was such a warm day. I wonder what the sun felt like." Or, "Tell me about the people in this picture." These kinds of questions don't have a right or wrong answer. They invite imagination and emotion, which takes away all the pressure to be accurate. This gives them the freedom to communicate without being afraid of getting it wrong. And third, and this one is the most important, connect, don't correct. If he looks at a photo from your wedding and says, "That was a fun picnic," your job is to join him at that picnic. Say, "It does look fun. What did we eat?" It doesn't matter that he got the event wrong. What matters is the feeling behind his words. The whole goal is connection, not factual accuracy. By validating his reality, you create a safe space for him to share, which can reduce agitation and build so much trust. So why does this work so well? Dementia often chips away at short-term memory first, making it tough to remember what happened 5 minutes ago. But our long-term and emotional memories are stored differently, and they can stay accessible for much, much longer. When you argue over facts, you're knocking on a door that might be locked for good. But when you use storytelling, you're using a key to a completely different door, one that opens into a world of feelings and deep-seated experiences. The goal isn't to test their memory, it's to join them in theirs. This simple shift can transform those frustrating moments into opportunities for real, joyful connection. Just last week, I pulled out a picture from our wedding. For months, he hadn't shown any recognition when he saw it. This time, I didn't say a word. I just put it in his hands. He looked at it for a long, long time. Then he pointed to my smiling face in the photo and said, "She looks happy." I didn't ask if he remembered the day. I just said, She was the happiest she'd ever been. He looked up at me, and for the first time in what felt like an eternity, he gave me a real, genuine smile and said, "Me too." We didn't have to recount the whole day. We didn't need to. In that one small moment, we found each other again. That moment of shared feeling was worth more than any fact he could have possibly recalled. This method isn't about reversing a disease. It's about finding a new way to communicate and to share moments of joy. It helps reduce their anxiety and your stress, and it brings back that connection you thought was gone forever. So I encourage you, just try one thing. Find a photo or a song and a beautiful question to go with it. What's one memory you would love to revisit with your person? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I promise you are not alone on this journey. I really thought our story was over, that the final chapters were just going to be filled with confusion and loss. But I was so wrong. The story isn't over. It's just being written in a new language. I thought those moments of pure connection were gone forever, but I found a new way to write our story, one shared memory at a time.